this set up. So what'd you guys do last time? You guys were trying to drink a god under the table?
What we exactly did was we made our way back to Sandra, following a caravan full of orcs
Works?
that we were initially going to, have them pay us, but didn't have money.
I
Once
think
we
we,
got back to, huh?
I think we did spot some scales among them, and we were like, yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
We managed to get back to town relatively safely, and then we discovered that shit, what's his name?
Kernan?
We discovered Kernan was in town doing a drinking contest, and that Seymour is a shitty manager, promising to get alcohol for his employees and never come back.
I think we already knew that.
No, he's getting alcohol for his employees in his belly.
Yes, they'll have to clean it up later.
Ryan wasn't even here last week, and already he knows what's going on with Seymour. So I guess we do a fun transition over to the bar, because some people were passed out and drunk. We'll put our room right here, but not so big. Whoop.
I will go ahead and pull my two drunk friends off to the side and make sure that they're, breathing.
Well, they are breathing. They were tossed into a pile. The red bandanas around their forehead.
Ooh, you're pretty.
You have
See, the
no
funny,
idea what.
I know you.
the funny part is I would absolutely take him up on his drinking contest, and I have the weakest constitution score out of all of them.
Do it.
Can almost guarantee it.
Just gotta get in line. Just a whole bunch of people going, huh, huh, hey, huh, huh, hey, oh, ooh. There's like a line of 20 people still trying to check this guy on. So, Ara, what are you doing?
Well, I would see Seymour. Didn't Seymour send us south?
Not this time, I don't think. I think we
No,
sent ourselves out
we
on a
set
fool's
ourselves out to
errand.
go track down non-noble monsters to ask them questions about the noble that wants to get rid of them. And then we ended up trying to track down the cult because they once again attacked us. At this point, it feels pointed.
Yeah, right now it's in the middle of the dead month, which is why all this is happening.
I mean, yeah, why not? I'd greet Seymour. I'd fill him in on the bullshit while kind of waiting in line.
I'm not sure he would care about it right now because he's pretty toasty. He's talking to a tabaxi right now in a pretty fine suit.
Fair enough.
So they're just gonna go down their own thing. Like they see you, and he's just nodding, like, huh, mm-hmm. Excuse me. Takes another drink, and just goes, "Who are you again?"
One of the dozen people you employ.
I employ 3 people. If I count correctly, that's less than a dozen. Significantly so.
How many people do you send on quests?
You see him think for a second, and his eyes kind of roll
And
back.
I'm just gonna kind of stare at him and smile and say, "You employ many more than 3 people."
Oh, but I don't recall ever paying those people. At least not out of my own money. Usually they want something, and it's a trade. Like trading stories and beer. Was there something else you wanted to tell me, he'll say? Something to ask me?
I'd ask him about the Red Dragon. Whatever the fuck the name of it is at the moment.
Ember.
He says, what about it?
I'd ask him if he's aware somebody's trying to bring the bastard back to life.
No. I wasn't aware of something like that then. That guy's been dead for, I believe the stories are thousands of years now at this point. I don't know how one would be able to do that unless they had some kind of intervention of a god. And the only one I see is right over there, pointing across the table. As you can see, another person getting sloshed and thrown into a pile. So I think you should be talking to him, if anything.
Seems like a good idea.
I know. I'm glad I thought of it.
So, how many people are left in front of me at this point?
There's people that are constantly coming and going for it. Like, it'll dip down to about 12 and then pick up to 20. Like, it is a routine of people to keep coming and going. So I'd say you probably have about 15 people in front of you right now.
Cool.
How much gold? How much gold did we say it was to participate in this?
I think it was 10.
I think it was 10 too.
Not worried about it.
All right, so you get in line and they take the 10 gold from you.
Sure.
All right. You can kind of see how seasoned this is going. Like, there's a crowd that's cheering this on, like, oh, 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 oh. Another person gets thrown out. Cycling through the line itself only takes about, I want to say 10 minutes at most. Get to the person in front of you who sits down. It looks at him, and you can see the shot glass for it. And you see the guy pull out a knife and just stick it to the table, get up, and, like, walk away.
Didn't even drink.
Nope. Sat down, they poured the glass, pulled out a knife, stuck it in the table, got up, and walked away.
Well, that just seems rude to Kophis.
Maybe. It's your turn, though. See this guy sitting down at the table.
So, I'm definitely going to drink with him, regardless. But I'd ask him the same thing. And I'd ask him if he's aware that somebody's trying to snatch Ember Cruel from his hands.
Say he is unaware of anything such like that. I'll take a look into it.
And then I assume that I have to throw a Constitution save.
Not for the first one. First one's just a drink.
Fair enough. But I continue asking him questions in terms of actually, is Ember Cruel dead? Because, I mean, hey, that's supposed to be his domain.
It says the guy has long since passed. Long time ago. What is dead like that cannot come back.
Cannot or should not?
Cannot. Something like that being brought back to the place where all things come from. Eventually cycled through.
Okay. So why the hell would there be cultists that are hell-bent on bringing it back?
Cultists are always trying to do what they think is best. Cultists are not of sound mind. Cultists do things for reasons that are perplexing. Cultists believe what they want to believe. And so they do. You ask me why the cultists do anything, I say it's because the cultists are idiots, morons, and imbeciles.
That's fair. That would probably be the second drink.
Am I within earshot of this?
You would be, but you are very severely drunk, I would say.
Vergon!
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Yes. Alright. You were fine.
So, let's second cup onto the table.
Another one gets poured.
Of course. And then I look at Grist,
I wink at you.
and yes, I would say, what is it? Vergon something or another. What the hell is it?
Furk on something or
All
other.
right. I say something that's so badly slurred you cannot make out what it is. Slash your hot. Yeah, got it.
Something about Hot Pockets, alright? Alright. About Hot Pockets.
But Red Scale Dragon firing off lightning and Vergon.
Red Scale firing up lightning and Vergon? None of that is making any sense to me.
Well, the cultists are seemingly absolutely fucking scared shitless of lightning and thunder.
Imagine so.
We keep finding these, as I put literally like 3 or 4 red dragon scales on the table on the cultists.
Kind of looks at it. He seems confused. Keep finding these things. And where did you find this thing?
Well, those we find on the cultists, typically after we either beat them half to death or have to kill them because they're trying to kill us.
Stares at it confused still. Seems almost like you're plundering.
I mean, if you're gonna try to kill me, I'm gonna take something from you. We're trying to be nice enough to not take your life.
Still. Doesn't seem to belong belong to you. I'm looking at something like this then. I am confused. This did belong to a creature of some kind a long time ago. That creature being long dead. Did you bring this here then? Saying that they're trying to use this to bring this dead creature back?
I don't know that they're trying to use that to bring the creature back, but they're certainly using it as a marker. And we have hundreds more of them.
But this thing still hasn't returned?
Certainly fucking hope not.
I don't think it will. So I'm finding some kind of way to usurp around that which is dead. Definitely bodes. But then I would have figured out something like that a long time ago. Put a stop to it. So I doubt that is the case.
Could somebody use its bones to bring, well, not its sentience back, but at least the body?
He looks at it. And he kind of looks at you. Talking about bringing back a body. But clearly you already have pieces of here. I'd say probably assembling the body again. But then it would just be a shell, as it were. Nothing on the inside. If they were to try to bring that thing back, there'd be nothing. Empty vessel. I would say leave these people to do what they're doing. They're foolhardy and will accomplish nothing. Why waste time on that when you can be enjoying yourself drinking? And you'll hear people behind you at this point who are kind of like, yeah, get on with it. Drink. Drink. You're wasting our time.
Well, I've been drinking with them the entire time.
All right, give me another con save. All right. Another shot gets poured.
And then the last major question that I could think of, at least as I'm getting a little bit more drunk, would be, if not Embercruel, then Embercruel's son. So is that one still alive? And if not, could they use Embercruel's body to revive the son?
I don't know anything.
Or at least to give it a vessel.
I know nothing of the sun. If there is, alive or dead. If there was something for that, possibly. But I doubt. I think the safest thing to say is he never had a son.
I could have swore that we actually know for a fact Embercruel had children.
Childer? They had
Well,
children.
And the reason I put it as children is I don't know that he was the one to raise them. So much as he hit it, quit it, and ran the fuck off.
That sounds like a red dragon. Yeah, he says he doesn't know anything about that. He's not aware of there being any children for him. And if there is, you know, he doesn't know anything else about it either.
He's a god. How the fuck could he not know? Especially something that is of that pantheon, so they definitely kill shit. So they're sending shit to his domain regularly. First class. First class overnight delivery.
He don't know. Yeah, you don't know.
So How many more drinks before I get my gold back?
Another one. Go ahead and give me another Constitution saving throw. God damn it, you were right. The fucking worst con out of everybody here, and yet still somehow pulling this shit off.
So, how much gold is that?
Worth of shots right now? That is 10 gold worth of shots. What is that? Shot number
Drink, drink,
1, 2,
drink.
3, 4. That is the fourth one, so the fifth one's coming up from here then. Towards another shot.
Alright.
Make me another con save. Alright, it is finally starting to hit you. As it is like a wave of lethargy washing over your body as everything begins to slowly blur and time doesn't seem to slow down, but now everything has gotten way too fucking bright and way too loud. Chanting can still be heard behind you as another shot has been poured in front of you. Drink, 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 drink. It's being said over and over again.
As the grin hits me.
Oh, no. I need you to make a con save at disadvantage. So roll one more. Okay. Oh, yeah, it hits you. Drink. Drink. Whoop. And you are now blacked out.
I still got through 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's technically your sixth one. Alright. You are being carried and pushed over to the pile with everybody else. You are given a black
Over
bandana.
here.
You are given a black bandana.
Woo!
Neat.
As he is moved out of the way, other people steps up to Kernan. And you can hear the chanting continue from here. Ruby, as the only non-passed out alcoholic here, what are you doing with these three individuals who are now just sloshed off to the floor in the corner?
I would like to eventually shuffle them to a room.
All at the same time or
'Cause,
one at a time?
I can't carry them all at the same time. I can barely carry one of them at a time.
Room at the end.
I mean, in fairness, if Ruby managed to wake me up, I would try to crawl up the stairs.
I'm going to attempt to ritual cast Tensor's floating disc while dead drunk.
Oh, I remember.
Does that take vocal
I-
components?
I had a plan.
Yes.
Lesser Restoration can remove the poisoned condition.
Can.
That should cover drunk.
I would say you wouldn't be able to do Tensor's Disc because the vocal somatics, and you've already proven yourself unable to form coherent sentences.
The thing is if Ruby hit me with that, I could hit the other two with that, because I would be angry enough to take away their drunkenness.
Ruby, would you do that, or would you do the funny thing and not do that?
I think it's funnier to make them undrunk.
Everybody's having a good time. You had to come in here and ruin it.
I will go ahead and slap Krishna.
Oi.
No, not that one.
I guess the good time's over.
Designated carriage driver.
All right.
Plus, the priest is more pleasant when he's not able to talk.
Chris, now you will have a red bandana on you.
All right. I will then cast Tensor's floating disc and just put the other drunks on top of that.
You should shuffle them to a room and make arrangements before you go in for round 2.
You're gonna try and get a room here?
I mean, if you know,
They're probably
They're
booked,
planning-
but can't hurt to try.
They are booked. There is the common area, which they have been throwing everybody into the big hay pile. But that place has about 30 or so people there. That wasn't including you guys.
You can go to my place in the outskirts, or
Sure can.
pile in.
Take a little bit of time to get
Long
there, but you
walk.
sure can go there. Your little mud hut. Or, I forget what it is. A hovel hole? I think it was a hovel hole.
I don't think we really described it.
Such a long walk.
Yeah, well, I don't have any better ideas. Unless you know of a place
guess.
closer.
I would fucking fall my ass happily right off the disc, try to get my ass to Kofus and literally put the bandana down and look at him and just hand out for gold.
That's not how it works.
That's not how
Come
this
on,
works.
buddy.
That's not
I'll
how
try to
any of
get
this
you up.
works.
Mhm.
Oh.
Aww. Alright, so what now? Moving there to that. Try and do all that stuff. I say it takes some time to get the bodies in motion and going, but you'd be able to do that. So everybody's heading over
Yeah,
to
you-
your place then, Grisna?
I suppose.
Everybody else is
No one else has offered.
Who
I don't really
needs-
have a place.
Who needs an offer? Let's see. Krishna and Ruby, go ahead and give me a perception check. You guys are moving through. There's a bunch of people in this area. People that you guys have probably not ever interacted with. Like, it's the different kind of tourists that come in. Like, oh, here's the one day. Here's a big party for it then. We're going to be leaving in a couple days for it. I can't believe the sun's going to be up this whole entire time. As everything else is going on. See, I want to say a variety. Different kind of, I want to say races and other stuff that you guys haven't seen. I'm trying to think of ones that would pop out of the mind. Be like, whoa, that's a weird one this year. Like, I don't think anyone
Portal.
here has seen. I don't think anyone here has seen a Warforged.
Probably not.
That guy's made of metal. That's new.
He's made of
Just
metal and
been-
wood. Is what he's made out of, and you see him walking around like a golem. But he is eating food and doing other things.
Are we sure it's not like an elaborate, intricate suit of armor?
Well, you can't really make wood that thin without breaking super easily. So I'm.
Am I with
guessing-
them?
I passed out. Wrong.
No, I'm not passed out. I'm just belligerent. Hey, armor boy.
Hey, armor boy. Hey, armor boy. Get a load of this.
I mean, as entertaining it is to comprehend the intricacies of fine carpentry, I turn into a giant spider. I don't think material components make a huge difference.
For some reason, I thought in the middle of
I
having that
would-
conversation, it just stopped. Like, as interesting as it is, and now I'm a giant spider.
I
Right?
would legitimately just be belligerent and be like, you armor or you metal?
Are you armor and metal?
I'm not spidering out of the conversation. That was a whole statement.
I'm wise. I'm not smart. But I'm drunk. So I'm pretty sure the wisdom doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters how thin the wood is.
Doesn't seem to particularly
suppose-
matter. And if there is something that would matter like that, then I don't think the drunk guy would know better.
I
Oh no,
suppose nobody could fit in the armor if there's. Huh.
no, I would be asking him directly if I can.
Seems directly. Can I do this thing? Sure. I don't know why you'd want to, but sure, you sure can.
And now we all know what a warforged is.
No.
Really?
It could be largely a man whose only torso in armor.
Well, there's a few of
Please.
them, is what it is. It's not just one. You're seeing a bunch of these things talking to each other. So you're like, it could just be a man in a suit who's only half a man, but then like 3 other of them are walking by too, talking with them.
I don't specialize in metal.
What about woodworking?
I might.
The
Metal,
the
wood.
dwarf. How does it work?
Hmm.
We still have the ironwood. I need to pay a visit to the blacksmith.
But, yeah. Alright, what are we doing?
That's for you guys to tell me.
I
suppose-
This is just you guys walking around it at this point, being like, "What the hell's that thing? Oh, I've never seen that. It looks weird."
Getting you back to a room so you can spend a little bit sobering up.
It'll take probably about a half hour to get Grisna from where you guys were in that middle district to the outskirts. As you can see, there's clearly still a party that's going on. From here, entertainers and other stuff still doing things.
Do we run into a Zith?
Zith?
A Zith?
I don't know what a Zith is. This is a player speaking, not Grista.
Was that a really butchered pronunciation of gift?
Was it?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
It's one of the fucked up races.
The big hippo
I'm gonna
race?
let them know you said that about them.
The big hippo race?
GIF.
Is it GIF?
Yeah.
Huh. Alright, you guys will get back to your hovel.
I'll tuck the others in.
Good night. Good night.
And
Slap one of them.
I guess I'll just start brewing some potions while I'm waiting for them to sober up.
What kind of potions are you brewing?
Probably just see if I have any special ingredients.
You have those eyes.
Yeah, I'll use some of those
Nice.
basilisk eyes to. I think we made a greater restoration potion out of those.
I believe so.
Do I need to purchase other ingredients or?
You would. I would say
How
probably
much would I have to
about,
spend?
I think it'd be about 25 gold, because you got most of the components already that'd be needed for it. So yeah, I'd say about 25 gold worth of more stuff.
For each?
For each potion, yes.
Alright, yeah, I'll drop 100 gold. And I will try to brew 4 of those.
Ooh, those potions. That'll take probably the rest of the day then from here. Alright. Over would be the rest of the night then from here, because the sun doesn't set during these days.
Alright.
Are you still seeing all the different gods march across the skies?
Am I successful in brewing those, or do I have to roll a check?
What is your modifier for intelligence?
+4.
+4? I would say you don't need to make a check for those.
Alright. That would be probably enough time for everyone else to sober up.
Hopefully. I would say everybody does sober up then from here. Maybe a hangover. Give me a con save. Give me a con save, Aram. I'd say your head's probably mildly irritated. No more than a regular night of drinking, I'd say. Be like, what did I do? I remember drinking and believe I talked to God. Or a God, anyways. You'd probably get a few people to be like, yeah, that is almost exactly what happened last night. Are you feeling okay? You got shit-faced.
Surprised you'd even participate in another religion's ritual.
I'm not sure that's a ritual, really. But, oh, actually, now that you mentioned, maybe that is a ritual that I didn't even think about it being a ritual. Huh.
It's a yearly event that he performs regularly, and everybody lines up for it to participate.
Yeah, I didn't think of it as a ritual until now, but you're right. That is a ritual, a religious ritual. Huh.
You're breaking
I looked
all
at it as
religious
a way to
taboos.
snatch a little bit of money from another god.
But did you?
Hopefully your god doesn't get offended by you participating in another god's ritual.
We will find
Not the
out.
jealous type.
We will find out soon enough.
Wasn't yours a monotheistic religion?
Nope. Apollo is most definitely part of a polytheistic religion.
Right, but I thought you were monotheistic.
Generally.
So what'd you do? Just say Kernan he doesn't exist to his face?
No, he's just a delusional guy.
He's just a little delusional guy. Just a little delusional.
At any rate, the festival's in full swing, and you did actually get some decent information out of Kernan. I just don't know how
good
we're
job
gonna
on that.
apply it.
That is a good question. How would anyone even apply this crap?
And I didn't even, because of Ruby, I didn't even have memory loss. Thanks. Usually I just black out, don't remember anything, but
I woke up, I was here. That's all I remember. I woke up, I was here. That's all I remember.
All right. So the next question is, what do we do now? Give Ruby a chance to get drunk with God, or
Oh, that will be the most miserable showing.
okay?
Are you even old enough to drink?
Depends on region.
Fair question. I don't think we should be asking that now after the drinking has already happened.
Depends on region.
That sounds like a no, but
Mm,
I can't get in trouble for drinking if nobody knows I was. So we have that information. Now taking that information, what are you guys doing with that information? What is the party's next steps from here? Having sobered up, having made some potions, and now been like, hey, so you got real drunk last night.
I'm not sure what to do next. It's... So we were originally coming up here to see what the cultists were doing in this area, I believe.
I think now, as far as the cultists is concerned, unless they happen to show up in the middle of this festival, I think the red mages are looking into it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Red mages are actually being attacked by them.
I mean, the god basically told us to leave them the fuck alone. They're not worth our time.
Well, it's a deity. I sincerely doubt he thinks much is worth his time. But
True, but he's even saying they're not worth our time.
Conundrums. Thoughts? How to do it? If you even should. What does the party think they should do?
Well, maybe go back into town and party.
Let's go ask a real god.
where are we gonna find one? I look up.
Well, looking up to the sky, you do see a bunch of them in the sky.
I think it is a social faux pas to fly up there and directly ask them, though.
Yeah, for you maybe.
I'm not gonna stop. You go ahead.
You do that thing that'll get you killed. Don't mind me.
Yeah, good luck.
I will
Good
attempt
luck.
to count the
Die.
number of divine smites.
Yeah, it's not like the divine smites that those paladins do. It's direct from the source. It's undiluted.
Is that thing that works?
It's like, your god might like you, but gestures to the rest of them
All the other gods.
might not appreciate you directly coming to intrude on their parade.
Arum, you don't know that for sure. You don't know that at all, Arum. This is just the bantering of a non-believer.
True.
Look, I'm a level with you. As the group healer and faithful, I feel it would be wise of me to advise you not to take this course of action, but ultimately it is your decision.
I mean, I am an angel.
No, you're part angel. You don't get the full
I
benefits of being an
shan't
angel.
stop you.
Oh, I thought you were a human.
Not at all. Not even close.
The glowy eyes didn't give it away.
Eh. There's other reasons your eyes can glow. Could be one of those Goa'ulds.
Guauls? I don't even know what a Guaul is.
Uh, Target reference.
Very confused.
I believe that you believe you can do this.
I believe in you. I don't think you can do it, but I believe in you.
What would it be to start basically praying and directly asking my entire pantheon what the hell is going on with basically all of these fucking dragons?
Level 10 class feature.
Yeah, it would be a level 10 class feature. You may be a priest, but they haven't given you the book on like how to perform exorcisms, but for real. They've given you the book on faith healing and about. That's about it.
Basically being a yoga instructor.
Yeah.
That's all they've given me is yoga instructing and acupuncture 101.
I didn't even say the acupuncture 101. It's like a book with somebody who's like touching their back, like they got lower back pains, and then like the first page is like them like showing good posture form.
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
my back is hurting so bad. Here, if you just stand like this, oh, it feels a little bit better. Wow, I
Again.
can't believe that took a whole spell slot to do.
Again, acupuncture and chiropractic 101. Healing word. It's just sticking a needle in you. Or no, that's what lesser restoration is. It's just me walking up and jabbing your ass with a needle.
I feel like healing word would just be like, you can do it. Hey, I can do it. It's just words of affirmation.
Exactly. Yoga.
What does this campaign become?
Take a deep breath in and out.
This doesn't really help the cancer. We'll get to that.
I don't know about that. It's mind over matter. Deep breath in. Exhale the bad. As you get 2d4 health back. Oh, Jesus fuck.
How does that make you feel? It makes me feel like someone's abusing their power. Well, there's definitely different ways to go about this than from here. Trying to pray to your gods now? This would probably be the best time to actually pray to your gods for any kind of answer or resolution. As to whether or not they'll talk to you or they'll give you anything, that remains to be seen. But this is probably the closest you'll ever physically be to contacting them. So did you want to try and contact out to them then?
Yeah, why not?
Roll me a
I mean,
roll me
I mean, they threw my ass into this plane, and I have been spreading their word in this plane for 40 out of my 50 years. So what do you want me to roll? A 100?
Yeah, roll me a D100.
Oh, they ignore the shit out of me.
You know that. High or low?
Hi.
If you were to get a hold of your god, if you were to talk to them, what would you say to them? What would you ask them?
I'd ask them where I need to go next to resolve this problem.
Where would you go
If they can
next?
give me a little bit of guidance as to where the hell to go to just deal with this, be tremendously helpful.
Where to go next? And who is your god then? Who's your patron?
Apollo. So, sun god. Sun God Life Domain.
You pray to your god, and as you look up, you can see the sun burst and explode into a dizzying array at no.
Sun approaching.
The sun's getting bigger. Everything's getting way hotter.
I mean, in fairness, I am still partially hungover, so seeing the sun get very bright wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility.
I feel like we'd just be going back to a Colin thing. It's like I look up to the sun, my eyes, my eyes. I'm trying to think. Where to go from here?
We see our map, end up with a small scorch mark.
I'm trying to think of something that would help you guys along, but also be like, what the fuck was that? Everybody give me a perception check. 13.
If I have any hint that his god is actually going to answer him, I'm fucking running out of the room.
I think Grisna and Ruby, you would both feel something, but you wouldn't know what it is. But Kyo, not Kyo, Aru. I saw your name pop over with that.
Sorry. I'll fix that.
Yeah.
There you go.
You would probably pray. You would hear it, but you would also see it off into the distance. What sounds like a big boom, like really far away, in the town, as an explosion has happened.
I think we're the type of group that runs towards explosions.
You're the cool
Yes, yes, we are.
group. What happened? I don't know, but we're about to find out.
Did your god just kill somebody to send you a sign?
It's happened before. It's more likely than you think.
I'm just going to look at Ruby and say, entirely possibly.
Entirely possibly.
What kind of evil god do you follow?
Possibly.
Why is that a possibly? Let's go check out the explosion.
He killed a guy. All right, let's go check it out.
Let's go see what blew up first before we blame my god for doing something evil.
Again.
Again.
I don't know, you just prayed to your god and suddenly there's an uncanny explosion. So, which way did that come from?
It came from in the town. It sounds like it was the southern district.
We're heading towards that.
You do. And as you go in, you can see what looks to be a crowd of people kind of like forming. Not necessarily drunk, but definitely a confusion of sorts. Like people are looking around like, hey, did you hear that? Yeah, I heard it come from over there. With it then. What's going on? I don't know. A bunch of other crap happened with it. As you guys are going through the town from it then, you can see what looks to be a fire that has started. And a big tall building that looks to be a cathedral of some kind. As you can see, what looks to be shattered glass. Part of it on fire, and people standing around being like, I don't know what happened. I just saw people moving things in. Now it blew up. The building that is on
Cathedral
fire.
of... Is this Kernan's Cathedral?
It is not. I'm trying to remember whose this was, but this was one from the original campaign.
How many times are you gonna burn down the same cathedral?
There's the gray guy. I thought it was Kernan in his cathedral.
Nah, that was a different one. This is another one from here. I'm trying to remember who it was. I'm gonna probably have to go get my player's handbook. Check it. Let's see, Pantheon or some shit. Step by step freedom guy. Who do you pray to? That's who it was. Savras. Crystal ball containing many kinds of eyes. This was a cathedral to Savras. God of divination and fate.
Well,
Didn't see that coming, huh?
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
yeah, basically start pulling people out of rubble. If they're alive, they're getting healed.
Oh, there is nobody in rubble or anything else like that. People that watch this thing explode and it's on fire from it then, they're checking around. And it doesn't seem like there's any injuries or anything else like that.
So he did see that coming. Good.
Hey,
But
uh,
where's all of his people?
yeah.
There doesn't seem to be anybody around with that. This place looks like it was in the middle of almost being built. Now it's not being built no more. Yeah, people walking around like, yeah, I saw people putting stuff in there. And they came out and then, boom, this happened.
What do the people look like that were putting stuff in there?
You see kind of a murmur through the crowd from it then? It looks like, I want to say half-orcs and elves.
Okay. Do they have anything marking them?
I'm basically
Like,
going to pull
were they
out one
wearing
of.
red scales?
Yeah, I'm going to pull out the scales. You carrying these?
A lot of the people look around from it then like, I wasn't paying that much attention, a bunch of them will say. Other ones will be like, no, I didn't see that. A couple of them will be like, maybe? Nobody's getting a concrete answer onto this thing because nobody was paying attention to it.
I want to step in and take a closer look at the damage. And does anything ping on Detect Magic?
Like on the building that's on fire right now?
Yeah, well, if it's on fire, let's see. No, I don't have anything good for putting out fires.
You need to put out a fire?
I can't do that.
I can.
Yeah, you can help put out the fire. Try fog in a cube area or extinguish flames in the area. Yeah. Waterfalls is running a 30-foot cube within it. Yeah, I would say you'd be able to put out the fire. It'd take a little while. And you would also have cast a detect magic though, right, Krishna?
hmm
I would say from the building itself, you wouldn't get anything that pings immediately because of the fire. You will get pings of like magical items, obviously, from you guys, as well as other people in the crowd that are watching this.
Okay.
Like quite a bit. I'd say probably about 30 or so items just in the immediate vicinity.
But nothing triggers as the source of this fire.
Not that you would notice as the source of the fire.
Okay.
I'd say it'd take about probably 25 minutes to put the fire out. There would probably be other people assisting with this then as they see it. The fire itself would begin to start smoldering. The building's roof will have collapsed inwards in particular proportions, and other kind of parts on the inside would have been blown out from whatever caused this. It seems to be explosion and fire. Explosion that caused the fire. So,
The primary altar, all the holy symbols either roughly in place or
I would say
either
so. I would.
roughly in place or destroyed in place.
I wouldn't say destroyed. Like the stuff that would have been in place, like outside of stuff they're putting into the building because it was still being built. Like there's inlays and other kind of things. Like when you walk in, you'll see like motifs of eyes, which would be for Savras. You'll see what is the altar that has like iron inlay, and you'll see it dented and have like charred, but not like destroyed. Like the biggest thing would be like foundation that was still being set up for it. Then like there's no roof anymore in most of the parts. Stuff that was inside being set up is all kind of destroyed and littered all over the place.
So no blatantly stolen artifacts or relics.
If there was, you wouldn't have noticed. But you could look around. You can check stuff. You can investigate if you want to.
I'll help with investigation. Or do the investigation, whichever you want me to do.
We can take a solid look around.
I'm willing to bet you have a higher intelligence score than me, so you get your... Yeah.
I ain't smart, but I'm lucky.
I am smart. So the first thing you guys would look into here then is see if there's anything stolen, which again, you wouldn't notice anything for that. You can see what looks to be cratering the ground, so whatever did cause the fire was from an explosion. Probably something that was put into here, either mishandled or something else like that then. The floor is dented in particular ways, large cracks, like shot outwards in particular areas. I'd say the only thing of note then, from here that you'll notice, isn't so much like a smear, as much as it is like a residue that kind of comes off as blood. Like something was vaporized here.
Any traces from detect magic on that? Oh, actually, that would have faded away.
That would have faded away.
I guess I'll cast Identify on that spot. See if I can detect any spell effects. Ritual cast.
Any spell effects directly from there? I would say... not spell. What you have on the ground is definitely blood. Somebody did die here.
It's blood.
That's unfortunate.
So they were what? Standing directly on top of the bomb?
Maybe. Just know from where the explosion was, the blood that spread on the ground and charred was somebody's. What do you guys
All right.
thinking?
Is there any bits of bone, etc., in the area?
Not that you see, no. The only thing you can see from here is blood smear on the ground.
Um. So there's blood smeared on the ground. Is that immediately like near a crater?
Yeah.
Is there anything else special about the ground in that area?
Well, the site of whatever caused the explosion is definitely right here. Like, this is the epicenter of it. Like, stuff forced out. Other stuff from here. Yeah. That'd be the only
So
thing that comes
nothing,
up from it then.
nothing really special about the floor other than hey, there's a fucking crater.
Yep.
Okay.
No evidence of the explosion coming from underneath. Something was on top of the floor.
It was on top of the floor for sure.
Okay. Is there like a ledger of like who is supposed to be working here today, and check and see if that person is absent?
If there
Or
was, it has been
unaccounted?
destroyed.
Okay. And I don't think Identify can tell me the person who this blood belongs to or anything of those sorts. So we know elves and half-orcs carried something in, exploded. Did those elves and half-orcs run out before the explosion? As far as we've heard?
No.
I mean, there would be more bloodstains, wouldn't there?
Wait. I want to look around for like hidden doors and passages, that sort of thing, because we have people that should have been in here that are not showing up. Would that be investigation?
Yep. Give me another investigation.
Like, guys, look for like hidden passages or things of that sort, because we have unaccounted for people.
Checking the floors and walls.
Yep.
Alright. So you guys begin checking the main area where this thing has gone off. Being like, there's got to be more people around here, or something else has happened. Investigating around where the crater is, looking for any kind of loose stones or anything else like that. Nothing's budging, and the stuff that is just kind of rubble that crumbles in your hand. Looking around for different places, the walls, touching them, seeing if they push in, or anything weird like that. Drafts. And the only place you're getting anything from is the Savra's altar in the back. Going around from that, then, you could feel almost like a breeze coming from it. And trying to investigate it, there is a lipping underneath part of the top that you can kind of get your fingers up underneath.
Let's try to move that.
Before we try to move that,
No. I actually, yeah, I'll say a short prayer to Sophris. Please forgive me if I'm intruding on something I shouldn't.
nope. Before we even do that, city guards are outside, right?
They're either out there or on their way. There is a bunch of people that saw you walk into this place, though, after this has exploded.
Yeah, let's make sure that we grab the guards, let the guards come in and see what we've already found before we end up getting thrown in the clink for something that we didn't do. Fair?
Yeah, probably prudent.
Yep. Does what's her name? Keska show up?
Cask?
Going back a ways. Kasky.
Yeah, Kasky. Kasky wouldn't be entirely happy to see us in the first place, but...
Yeah, probably interrupted her drinking.
No, we're the reason she drinks.
You're the reason I drink.
Sure. You're the reason she
You're
drinks.
the reason I drink.
I'm not the reason she drinks. Y'all are the reason she drinks. I drink with her for a reason. I would
And
give
yet
her a
she's never invited you back.
I would give her a lovely rundown, let her know that we put out the fire, and let her know that we may have found a hidden passage, and we're getting ready to go down. And does she want to send somebody with us, or does she just want us to go down first?
Or is she gonna make the mistake of trusting us?
Trusting you guys. I don't know. I think it would be her talking with a bunch of other people to see what happens, and it'd be you guys coming out immediately from it then. So even before that conversation, it'd be like, what happened? There was a fire, something else like that. Saw you guys put it out. You guys went in to see if there's anything for it. Coming out immediately, being like, hey, we should get a hold of her. There she is. Having the discussion, being like, yeah, so we came here because, we prayed to God and there was an explosion. And I took that as a sign. Regardless of the stuff going back on for it then, it'd be like, thanking you for putting out the fire. And being like, we're going to go ahead and block out this part. So, like, if there's anything else that happens, I'm going to have guards go through the area and start questioning other people and things like that.
All right, so we're good to go cave diving, correct?
I'd say
Because
you'd probably
if
be
they're
good for
blocking
cave
it off,
yeah, I'd say
if they're blocking it off, I would say that means that no one else should wander in, and they know that we're there.
I'd say she'd probably go in with you at this point. I would also
Okay.
say she's probably walking around, and you could probably see not just like the sword that she has on her, but you would see that she has like a couple of what's the word I'm looking for? Like water skins.
Okay.
You see her start assessing everything. You say you think you found a passage of some kind. Why would there be a passage in here, though?
Don't know, but we heard reports of a bunch of people, half-orcs and elves, coming in shortly before the explosion, and they never came out. So
There is a
saw,
stain of blood on the floor, but we don't know whether that's from them or somebody else.
yeah, but no bodies. So something's missing.
If you found blood on the floor, and it's the center of this crater. I imagine it's a poor fool who accidentally set off whatever explosion happened.
Yeah, but typically you'd find,
Chunks.
parts.
That is odd.
So let's wander over to the altar. And I'm just going to kind of gesture to you, Grist, and say, you found it. You do the honors.
All right. I will say a short prayer to what's the god of this place?
Savras.
Savras. Please forgive us if we're intruding. And then I will try to open this.
All right. The way you're trying to open it almost feels like you're trying to slide it for a second as you like pull it open. And what it feels like is it's more on a hinge. So as you like try to move it and push it up, you see it kind of like tilt over and kind of catch as you can see what looks to be like metal chains kind of keeping it in place. So as you lift it up, it opens up like a box. And inside is not stairs. It's not a ladder. You can see what looks to be a very shallow kind of basin set underneath the altar with what looks to be black liquid in it.
I'm going to cast Identify in this black liquid.
Liquid itself has a element of conjuration magic to it. trying to think of a good way to describe it. I guess the best way would be like alchemist water. I guess is a good way of saying it. The way it's described is that, say you need materials or something else like that, but you don't quite know what you need for it. The water itself would be something that you would pull that stuff out of. So say
So
you
it's
need,
a replacement for spell components.
more or less, except it would be like reaching in and directly pulling out the actual spell components itself.
Divine artifact would be the closest thing that I would think of then. Because this lets you pull something out of nothing. Or rather, a liquid bag of holding.
No, not a liquid bag of holding. Like, the liquid itself, it's like reaching into and it's pulling stuff out of the water, but it's like conjuring it, like making it out of the water itself. Like, if you were to reach in and you would need like ink for like writing in like a spell book, you would be able to pull out a vial of that, and the water itself would recede as it kind of transformed into that.
Alright, I will pull out an empty vial and try to scoop up a little bit of this stuff.
You'll find yourself unable to kit any of it into the vial.
Okay.
The liquid itself, although it looks like water, is almost like a sheen. So, like, putting your hand into it then, it reacts like water, so you can dip it in and pull it out. But trying to take the vial to scoop it up like water, it won't do that.
Okay. I need a stick to poke this with. I don't have a quarterstaff. Is there like just a piece of wood that was blown off something in the explosion I can grab nearby?
There is a bunch of that.
Alright, I'll grab a piece of wood and just see how far down I can dip this, how deep this pit is.
The pit itself only goes about 1.5 feet.
Alright.
Yeah, he said it's like a basin, so I would think a sink.
Was there any evidence other than us opening this of this being disturbed recently?
I don't imagine you would notice if there was.
Okay.
Like, there's no signs that show that.
Okay.
Is this liquid common to this religion?
So it's religion? I wouldn't say it's specifically to a religion. This is something that a lot of wizards would use, in terms of like higher arcane stuff. Like when you talk to somebody who's like, I'm going to be writing stuff down all the time, this is like one of their first big pursuits. Like this kind of liquid, making it is like a couple thousand worth of gold, but it is something that constantly kind of replenishes itself, so you'll be able to reuse it over and over and over again, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Alright,
but
so
is
it's
this
philosopher's goo?
Again, I want to say alchemist water. But yeah, it works. I would be the philosopher's goo.
so?
Uh,
Again, would this be common to this religion to need this?
No.
So this is something very unusual for a church to have.
No. I didn't say that. Like, I think a lot of religions wouldn't have something like this. Like Savra's having this makes sense. But again, this isn't like a common thing for it altogether. Like being like, hey, we're going to have this inside the altar.
And that's what I mean, is the fact that this is here is highly unusual.
No. I say it's uncommon, not unusual. Like this would be something that would have here. This is something a lot of these places would have. Sovereigns would most definitely have something like this. For it to be in the altar is a little weird, but it's not like something that's like, well, this shouldn't be here at all. This is like, they probably would have had this somewhere else in this location itself to begin with. It's just they chose it to be here.
Can I sense like the residual effects of any recent spells? Maybe either using detect magic or identify.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Is the basin basically full, or is it blatantly like things have been pulled out of it recently? Like there's a bunch of missing material, quote unquote.
I don't believe you would know the answer to that.
I would argue, I would imagine it would come up to the bottom of the altar unless otherwise used. So basically the same way that if a sink is full, you know the sink is full. But if there's 4 inches of water missing out of the sink and the sink should be full, you know something has happened.
But you don't know that it's always filled all the way.
Well,
Like, be
as
normal to fill
as
it halfway.
as Ed just noted, it replenishes itself.
The altar itself, like the top of it, is about 3.5 feet off the ground.
So it's about half empty. Because you said it's only about 1.5 feet worth of depth.
Mm-hmm.
So I would know it's about half empty. Somebody might have yanked something out of it if it goes to the bottom of the altar. And it's supposed to replenish itself. And I don't imagine a church is pulling that much out of this yet, as the church is not yet finished building. Like, it'd be different if it's like, okay, this is a finished church and they just finished with 3 or 4 major religious exercises. They've been in process of building this, and if this has been here for any length of time and it's supposed to replenish itself, it should be full.
All right. Is this stuff known to be dangerous typically?
No, that's not known to be dangerous.
All right. I'm gonna reach in and feel around, see if I can find anything in the liquid.
You do not find anything in the liquid. That is
Okay.
not how the liquid works. You would reach in, think of something that you wanted, and then pull your hand out.
Okay. What do I think of?
Copper piece.
Booze.
Because a single
Ocean.
copper piece shouldn't be difficult for anything to make, and it shouldn't be overly valuable.
Yeah, we'll go with a copper piece. Pull that out.
All right.
You're no fun.
You think of it. Think of it in your head. Copper for it. Then you pull it, and you can feel yourself like having grabbed onto something. It is not the size of what would be like a copper bit, like an actual copper coin piece. Pulling your hand out, you can see what looks to be a copper nugget. You will see the water that isn't in there recede as you pull it out, as it is much lower than it was in the basin before.
Okay.
Copper piece that you have in your hand, the nugget size is probably worth about a gold.
You could have had a gold nugget of that size.
We're not here to steal from this place.
Not with that attitude.
As Kasky looks straight at you with a look of, are you fucking serious?
Alright, so pretty good chance that they just used some of this. But they're gone.
So they showed up, they blew something up, they killed somebody, or they stabbed somebody.
Is there a back door to this place?
A door to leave out the backside, not behind the altar from here, but there would be like a side room that hasn't been finished. That would definitely have that.
Okay. I'll investigate that side room, see if there's a bunch of orcs and elves in there.
You can actually check this as part of your place originally. There is nothing like that.
Okay.
There's no elves or orcs blown apart in here.
I'm gonna ask Kasky, because they seem to have gotten here, I would imagine, relatively quickly, quote unquote. What else is going on in the city? Because they seem to have got not that they seem to have gotten here quickly, but they seem to have already been in the area.
Say that one more time. That
I'd
Cascade
ask her
got
what-
here pretty quick.
Yeah. Because normally, like, obviously the guards typically take a bit longer to do, well, fucking anything. But obviously I'd be a little bit more polite as I'm talking directly to the cops.
The best way she would describe it is that it is the dead month, and that it is a party, and that people are getting drunk, praying to their gods, and doing stupid shit all the time. That if there's one thing that they're doing for it, is their job with everybody on alert. Most of the big rebel rousing stuff is going to be in the lower districts, and less of like the middle and the high districts for it. So that's where they're going to be most of the time. But they also partake in it. So as for how they got here so quickly, it would be because they're doing their job.
Okay.
So examining how much goo disappeared when I used it and the level it was at before, do I get a sense of maybe the value or the amount of stuff that was taken out previous to me?
I would say if the idea that you pulled out like a gold worth of stuff in there and it went down a little bit, that if Arm's theory of it being closer to the top, then probably about 20 gold worth of stuff would have been removed prior to you using it.
Okay. Well, I'm stumped for the moment.
Any idea where the lovely priest for this cathedral should be?
Where they would be.
Because even with it being built, usually the priest would be nearby.
I'm trying to think where there would be. The whole thing about Savras for that is kind of foretelling stuff. Being able to see through from here. So the priest was here. There'd probably be a seer somewhere. And they could be a number of places. It'd either be one of the houses located close by, or maybe at a bar drinking,
Okay.
or just being like, hey, so I've been standing outside the whole entire time and nobody's asked me a goddamn thing. So they're
That's
probably close. They're
That's
probably
basic-
close.
That's why I'm saying is that's the next thing that I would want to look for is whoever's in charge.
Do we see anybody in the vicinity that's wearing vestments of Savros?
I would say you see one person. One person standing
Oh,
out who has what looks to be a tunic that's kind of overlaid, and it's got a lot of eye patterns onto it. They're holding a wine glass, and they look completely out of it right now. And not that, like, I'm drunk kind of thing, but just, oh, god damn it. Well, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do today. But
hello.
that's a tomorrow me problem kind of thing.
Do you? I'm guessing that you normally work here. How many others serve at this temple regularly?
This temple hasn't even been set up yet. I petitioned for this to get set up like 3.5 years ago. We finally got the funding through to get this set up, and we haven't been able to do anything with it.
Uh, Hey, we found the alchemist water under the altar, trying to look for. Uh, when I say that, do they react? Like, oh,
Like,
what?
oh my god, I
Under
can't
the
believe you found that kind of thing.
Yeah, how do they react when I bring that up?
You bring that up, and I'd say they don't really react. Like, we found the alchemist water, and it's not even like a shrug or anything else. It's just
Yeah,
okay.
like they know it's there.
Like they
Looks
know it's
like
there.
some of it had been used recently. Do you know, was that one of you guys, or
That or
did
the
you
people.
think?
It's like more than likely the people working on it knew it was there. That was one of the first things that we put in to make it easier for everything. Most of the people that are working on it use it to conjure small tools and nails and other stuff like that.
Okay,
Nothing too major.
so it's expected to be down the level a bit. Uh, any well, the witnesses had seen a group of half orc and elves go in. Have you had dealings with a group that meets that description?
With the elves, they've been helping with that as well as dwarves. But I didn't know there was any orcs that were working onto this. None of the major material that would have been set up from here required them anymore. Most of it then was finishing as well as getting set in for placements and things. So essentially him saying, like, they'd be using the orcs for more heavier kind of labor, but all of that work had been done a while ago. Everything from here on out would be, like, minor kind of architecture stuff, and not so much making it look pretty, but, like, stuff that wouldn't require muscle to move things around.
Oh, my name's Grisno. What's your name?
Good question. Let's pull up a fun picture real quick. Da-da-da-da. Probably already in here. Let's see. Universal resources, character portraits. Go with human. I know I got a good one in here somewhere. Where is he? Oh, where's the mysterious guy with no eyes? Come on. Ah, somewhere else. There he goes. Sorry, I should have thought about this a while ago. I didn't think we'd be coming up with another guy for it. Let's call him Norin. His name is Norin.
Okay.
Yep. I'm seeing text messages go back and forth. Alright, so Norin. Let's say from that hand. Yeah. There hasn't been orcs or anything else like that then since the big heavy stuff for it. Everything else is way past that. That's where we are now.
There any reason somebody would want to destroy the temple?
I mean, if they didn't like Saurus, I imagine that'd be a big one. But at the same time, Saurus is kind of like magic and predictions and other kind of things like that. You know? Want to know kind of your good fortune, the foresight, and other things like that. You wouldn't have those kind of issues, would you?
Alright, well, do you want to come in and point out if you notice anything significant missing?
Well, I noticed the roof's not there anymore.
Just to be sure, was there any kind of materials that could have exploded like that?
Offhandedly, I can't think of anything that would have exploded. Everything there would have been like mortar and other kind of set stones with things like wood. We don't have anything in there that's magical or responds harshly like that. No, I don't imagine there'd be anything that'd explode at all. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Wait, can the alchemist water make explosives?
No. The alchemist water can barely make most things. It's usually just small trinkets and other kind of things like that that one would need for like daily kind of tools. It can be made to use magical ink and other kind of things like that. Nothing so complex as like explosive. Hell, it can't even make calipers.
I guess I want to go back in, see if I can find footprints other than our own in like the debris that was left behind, like to give me some idea of where these people may have gone.
You want to be able
Am I
to see
able-
anything else from that? Like going in
No.
from here, from what you would see in the building itself, like what you've already investigated and checked for it. It seems like there was somebody in the center when this thing went off. Everybody else, though, probably left out through the front door or the back door.
Okay, but witnesses didn't see anybody come out of the front.
No, they did.
Oh,
I
okay,
think you're
was-
misinterpreting that. Like they saw elves and half orcs bringing stuff in and leaving.
Okay.
Nobody thought anything else of it then because place is being built.
So basically a terrorist attack. Can't think of anybody that would have a specific vendetta against. Oh wait, a god that's good at predicting the future. That that could be troublesome for a nefarious group. Um, but I guess I guess maybe we should just start asking around the city for others that have met that description. See if we can find where they went. Maybe check other temples.
Looking for elves and half-orcs that fit that description.
Yeah.
Elves getting along with half-orcs.
I don't think going into the crowd and asking them would relatively help, but you'd probably end up doing that. Being like, is there any more physical kind of descriptions you can get from these guys? I want to say the biggest thing that would stand out is in like, hey, they don't have any of these kind of like symbols or anything else onto them then from there. I'd say the biggest thing that stood out would probably be the boxes that they set up in there. Like the wood?
Mm-hmm.
It was like a yellowish kind of wood. Like when you think of like lumber and labor, you think more of like a lighter brown or maybe even a darker brown. But this was like noticeably like yellowed.
Yellow wood. Would I know of what regions might have, or where that type of wood may grow?
Definitely in the south.
South. All right. Did the group that we traveled north with meet the description?
I was gonna ask that so we weren't near anybody else.
As you were traveling with this group that bombed this place, how could you? If they meant the description of these people, no.
Yeah. Okay. And we
I mean,
didn't see any...
technically the half orcs, but none of the clothing
no-
or anything else like that would match up with it. Then, like the people you ran with, like most of their stuff, I wouldn't say disheveled, but definitely like kind of patchwork stuff. Like it's not worker material, as it were, but like lower grade.
Okay. Well, yellow wood sounds like the named species of wood from the south. The yellow oak.
Yellow oak.
Gold oak.
No, it's not that good. Gold oak is.
It's not that good.
Or are you referring to pine?
Nope.
Pine would be completely different. Not offhandedly,
Uh,
but it would be different.
Pine is a beautiful bright yellow color, especially once it's wet. Depending on oak, it's either white, red, can be black.
All right.
Not typically yellow.
Could wander around the city looking for people carrying orange or yellow crates.
Well, hold on. Hey, Ruby. Ironwood. What color is it?
I take a look in my bag.
Ironwood? Usually like a hue of like a bronze or yellow.
What are we with ironwood then?
Boxes made of ironwood.
Why would there be?
That's a good question.
I mean, you want it light and you want it harder than fuck. I would certainly do it. But ironwood is expensive and hard to cut. So, who in the city works with ironwood?
There's a few people.
It's so-called ironwood because it works like iron.
It's a
I
strong.
imagine.
Yep. It's like tree natural, so it has like its own kind of ribbing for it then, but it is like metallic in its origin. So
Yeah, but
using
you wouldn't work it in a forge.
No. You work it like you were actually like carving with wood, but it's very strong.
Oh, I thought it was forge work.
It can be.
No.
It can be.
You'd
You don't
use
normally
iron-
use it like that.
You'd use ironwood, for example, making a handle or making a stave.
Or a really good boat. Or a shield. Or really light armor. Like, it has metallic properties to it. So you could forge it. It's very hard to do that, though. It's much easier to work it like it's wood.
Yeah, you'd typically bring it to a carpenter or a yeoman. But if you're gonna work it like it's metal, you'd have to use elf song, I would imagine. What time is
As
it?
I understand, and it could be, you know, Ed misled me, but it's also pretty prized by the druids.
Well, yeah.
Yep. You are right.
Druids can actually use it to make armor
Yep. It is.
because it's not metal.
I forget, what did we notice that was made of yellow wood?
The boxes that they were bringing in.
Oh, we didn't see the boxes,
No.
just we were told.
You were told that.
I mean, if you're gonna blow something up, you do want it in a hard container. But again, we would see pieces of it everywhere. Is that the pieces of wood that's all over the place? Is ironwood?
Part of it is.
I don't suppose there's enough scraps on any of it to have any druidic symbols on it.
Nope. Like I said, most of it would have been scorched too. Like checking the shards and other kind of stuff like that. Yeah. It would be the feel of like slivers of ironwood.
Anybody have locate object?
Yes.
Maybe try to locate crates made of ironwood.
Let's try that.
What does locate objects say?
Doopy doopy doo. It says that.
Specific object. Within 30 feet at least once. The nearest object of a particular kind, such as some kind of apparel.
Intact crate. Yeah, make sure you add that to your.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're like, hey, we're gonna find an ironwood crate. It's like, well, you find the remnants of it all over the place. I'd say you're looking for an intact one though. Is that 1,000 feet? I would say, you get a ping from that. look at magic of any discipline. Magic. I would say that you get a ping from that under your feet.
How deep under my feet?
I would say probably about 50 feet. Like if you were to go down into a sewer or something else like that, then. It feels
I'm literally going to look straight down and say, that's not good.
Why are you looking down?
Well,
Priestman.
about 20 paces straight down.
I'm going to try to find the nearest sewer entrance and send Chicken in.
I'm gonna ask Norin if he's still here.
Norn is still here.
Is there a basement to this place?
There is not. There is not a basement to this place.
A crawl?
Not that I'm aware of. I do know this part of the city block runs adjacent to a sewer, but nothing I am aware of has anything from here. The outlet runs off to, I believe, the southwest.
Huh. I think something... Well, other priest man is saying something's beneath us.
I mean, if everything that blew up was in one of those boxes, and we're looking for more boxes like that, it's straight down.
I wore my good shoes today, too.
So, I'm going to politely ask Norin to collect all of the lovely ironwood scraps for us. And I'll tell him I will happily donate 1,000 gold worth the art, if he can do that for us.
1,000 gold? Picking up scrap? I'll do that myself.
I'm gonna literally look at Ruby and say, we have other things we need to do straight down.
All right. I could have
And-
just had an unseen servant do that too.
I'm just going to also look at you, Grist, and say, and they kind of need the money to, rebuild a church. Even though it's not my god, I understand the need.
Yeah, but let's take care of the most immediate need first.
That's why we're having him do the work while we go deal with the next thing.
All right. Was I able to find a sewer entrance nearby?
Oh, there's plenty of sewer entrances. Finding one isn't that hard.
All right. I will throw Chicken in the nearest sewer entrance and just look through Chicken's eyes.
Chicken is in a sewer right now.
I don't think Chicken has dark vision. Anybody?
Throw Chicken
All
in
right,
the sewer.
damn it.
Chicken sees nothing. They're in the sewer.
All right.
I'll head down.
No, you know what would have happened? Before he yeeted Chicken into the sewer, I'd have cast light on Chicken.
All right. I would bring Chicken back up. You can cast light on it, then throw Chicken back in again.
Okay.
Do you need me to show you what light says, Ed?
No, I don't. For that, I know what it is. So yeah, it's now lit up for Chicken.
I'll
Chickens can see
send
two paths.
Chicken the direction closer where Orem indicated.
Alright. Path continues down from here. There's like a lipping before it actually gets into what would be like the muck of the sewer. Assuming Chicken would follow that through. And Chicken we'll get to what looks to be a grating, and then a door. I would say probably about 60 or 70 feet down the path that they sent.
All right. Well, chicken can't open doors, so unfortunately, I think we need to go in.
Alright, I'll head down. I ain't afraid of sewers.
So, how many times can you do your thing as I just kind of generally gesture at you?
Who are you gesturing at? Me?
Yes.
I don't know. On request, if I get paid enough.
I'm referring to shapeshifting.
Oh, say that then.
I don't need you doing. You know what? Let's just continue. How
What kind of
often?
lady do you think I am?
I don't think that you're a lady. That's the problem.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
think it's lady.
Wow.
I
So,
Look, I know you're a priest, but I think I'm outside your age range still.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you're too young to drink. So, but still, how would you, if you go down, would you be able to turn into something small enough to get around the door without necessarily alerting anything?
It depends on the door tolerances. You can become animals, not bugs.
I'm gonna look at Grist and say, could a mouse fit around the door?
From looking into Chicken's eyes, is there a gap that big?
Oh yeah, for the grating, chicken could probably get through the grating itself. As for the door, no.
Oh, okay.
So the door is actually pretty tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have to open that.
And
Or
I'm gonna hop down the
use
sewer.
magic.
Well, you
All
have
right,
that.
I'll follow, and if we get to nasty places we'd have to walk through, I would cast Tensor's floating disc.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the desk with him.
All right. Don't have to worry too much about it, but yeah, you can sit on the disc. All right.
Now it's a ritual.
Is Kasky coming down with us?
No, Cascade is doing other things.
All right, so she's going to continue doing her thing.
Yep.
All right. I would have told her before we go down that we'll let her know what we find, and we're gonna avoid blowing anything else up if we can.
Are those statues next to in the sewer?
Yep. As you guys
How
go
there's
through from here,
statues
then.
in the sewer. Jesus.
I would say you guys go down from there. Opening up the door kind of leads to this opening of a passageway that's down here. Yeah.
Statues of what?
Statues themselves look like hooded figures. Like it's like a bust, and they look to be like holding something in their hands that's almost like a handle. You can't see the face; it's like hooded over.
Are they bolted to the ground?
I wouldn't say bolted, but they do look like they're like pedestaled on the ground.
Let me rephrase. Can they be removed from the ground?
I would not say easily.
Hey.
Because the only reason why I ask is if we can tip one of these statues, just the statue, into my lovely bag, I would do that because I would want to know who or what it is pertaining to.
It might just be generic evil hooded guy.
Yeah, give me a history check if you wanted to.
Is there any religious symbology or the garments of a specific deity? Anything of that sort?
Give me a perception check first.
Perception.
Because if there's that, that's where my religion would come in hand.
The handle that they seem to be holding has something on its pommel that stands out in terms of its shape from the rest of it.
Priest man does this priestly thing.
Just
Gotta go back to my book of cheat sheet and shit.
Scholar does his scholar thing.
You might be the only one that knows this then from here. As you can see, what looks to be in the handle of it, the pommel, is like a coin that has a woman's face onto it. Arm, you would know this as Joaquin, goddess of trade.
Why would we be finding something for the goddess of trade in the sewer? Hold on. Is she all trade or only trade within like above board trade?
All trade. Secondary
Oh.
thing for it then would be trickery. Big thing is to keep commerce moving. And it doesn't matter in what kind of regards it is. Making sure that people are given fair, and for people who aren't doing fair things, to be swindled out of their money.
Oh. So this may also be a fence area. In other words.
Possibly.
Alright, second
looks like-
statue. Does this have different symbology around it?
Nope, same kind of stuff.
Okay, so probably the same deity. The one to the north?
Same stuff.
So I'm just gonna literally look at this and say, so basically we may be near the Thieves Guild.
Possibly. I can make two of us invisible if we want to try that. But only two of us.
Well,
I can handle me.
You want to go stealthing? Orem?
that might be wise.
Alright, I will cast invisibility at 3rd level to make myself and Orem invisible.
Both now invisible. You are both now invisible.
Alright, I'm going to stealthily move forward. This set on the what are those? That spirally thing there?
Those are unlit sconces. Or let me rephrase that. They're
Okay.
sconces that don't have anything in them for like torches or anything.
Alright, I'll be slowly moving forward. I'll have Chicken hide in the alcove for now. This Chicken's a light source.
Alright, and as you get to here, stop. You see what looks to be an orange glow from one of the statues hit off to the ceiling and kind of boop, 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 further off into the area before disappearing.
I didn't see where that boop 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 was.
It was like right above your head. Like the ceiling had like light patterns that kind of blipped off into the distance. It was like a quick dot, 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 dot.
Like it was signaling our presence.
Possibly.
Like you
So
already
basically
hit trap.
one of these.
Yeah.
Okay,
like
so we
that.
got. So this area appears to be flooded. I guess I have to step down into it.
You do. You hear a little bit of a slosh from it. Then, the water itself only comes up to about your ankles.
Oh, I remember this place now.
No, you don't. Shush.
I think I do.
No, you don't. Shut up.
Alright. Yeah, if Ruby seems to get separated from us, I'll lightly tap against the wall to help her find where we're at.
The room from here then seems to be where all the wastewater is kind of sieving towards. As you can see, what looks to be a well basin in the center of it, but none of the water is actually going into it from here. More unlit sconces line the walls.
Alright, I will cross over. I'm going to go investigate this cage. Is it child-sized?
Is it shell size? No, there's a large.
No, it's right about Grisnaw sized.
now. There's a cage made for you to hop into. Get in.
I will not enter the cage, but I do see a door here.
I just got
when
that pop up
press-
that said something went wrong. And now it's refreshing.
Alright, I'm going to press my ear
That's
against the door, listen for a moment. If I don't hear anything, I will attempt to open the door.
Yeah, you do not hear anything.
Step in.
You can see what looks to be multiple cells with their doors swung open. You can see most of them do not appear to have anything into it. There appears to be one further along with a door that is closed and apparently locked that has a skeleton that has rotted away into it. More doors approach the other side from here.
It seems we lost Ruby. I would try to go back and... Hey, Ruby! We've lost her. Let's... I'll try to
I would
find Ruby
basically,
again.
I would quietly say, Grist, grab chicken, and just bacaw.
I will unsummon chicken, and then resummon chicken, and have it head this way. Hopefully find Ruby.
Imagine I'll stop once the glowing starts coming down the hall.
Chicken will like
Open the ones.
stop, look at you, like look in the direction we are, look at you again, look in the direction, try to gesture for you to follow. You follow?
Probably.
Okay. Just not separate. That's how we get killed. Yeah. And so I'll go back in. If chicken stay about 20 feet behind us, so Ruby can follow.
Hey, chicken. There's a tavern over there.
The chicken does not believe you. Alright. Alright. And we find what looks to be a death pit.
Yep, you can see what looks to be a very large death pit underneath here.
Okay.
It has sand and dirt. It has sticks putting out from it, as well as what looks to be a plank to drop people into the center.
I will press my ear against this door. If I don't hear anything, I will attempt to open it. And this does not open, does it? It's locked.
It is locked. You do not hear anything on the other side of this door.
Hey, can anybody pick a lock? Try the next one. Nope. Try this one. Nope.
So are they locked because they're locked, or are they locked because they're just rusted shut? Ed,
Say that one more time.
are they locked because they're locked, or are they locked because they're rusted shut?
They're locked because they're locked.
Are they made of metal or wood? What's the construction?
I would say both. It's one of those ones where it's like it's heavy wood with like iron bandings around it to kind of reinforce it.
Hey, stupid question, but actually super valid. The hinges are on this side, right?
I feel like the answer to that is yes. I feel like these would swing out.
All right.
Swinging in doesn't
So
make a lot of
if-
sense for how big the rooms actually are.
If the hinges are on this side, I'm popping the hinge pins.
I will assist.
I'm trying to think what's the best thing. Give me a sleight of hand for that.
You wouldn't need sleight of hand. That's literally put something in the bottom of the pin and pop the pin up.
You're not making this any fun for rolls.
No. I'm not strong, but I'm wise.
Give me a sleight of hand roll, anyways. I feel like the way you describe this is like, all right,
I just smacked my hand.
no, not even that. I feel like it's like, okay, no, I got this. Hold on, all right. So I'm gonna hold it here, Grisnell, and you're gonna take this hammer, you're gonna hit it. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna hit it. And you like hold
Hey,
your hand
Chris,
for
I'll
there.
just smack you in the fucking chin.
Not hit you in the shin. Like he's going to go hit it,
Chin.
and you
He
freak
just
out.
starts
You
chin
freak out
music to me.
you freak out the last second to just like drop the pin that would be doing that thing because you're afraid he's gonna hit you with the hammer. So it's just like, all right, I'm gonna hold this here. You got it. You got it. You got it. You sure you got? No, you don't got it. You don't got it. You don't got it. This would
Alright,
definitely be
let's-
somebody working at it one at a time for it. I would say this would probably
let's-
take you about 5 to 10 minutes to get this done and over with, so you can drop the door open.
Were we doing the middle
Alright.
one first?
I don't care.
Uh, does this seem to be like a solitary confinement cell?
It does.
That's solitary confinement. Probably the same on the other two.
Yeah, but it'd be wise to check.
Spend the 5 minutes trying to do the next one.
It should take far less time for the other two.
Alright. And last one.
I'm gonna have you know, it's likely because your roll was very poor, but it does take like
Hold up.
10 seconds to pop a door hinge.
This one is different. Ruby, I think we found the torture room. Anything
Are there any
of value?
documents?
Anything in here? No, this appears to be a torture room of some kind. Like, there's a rack, there's
Okay.
whips, there's some bludgeoning things, there's a morning star for some reason, and a big old cage in the corner. A big tall one. Looks like human size. And by that I mean adult human, not child size.
We'll head back out.
Alright, there's going to be a bunch more exploration than from here. So it is about 10:50 now. I think what we'll do is we'll pause what's going on for the moment, and then we will continue this another session as you guys keep running away.
For the cage that has a dead guy in it, Is that door
Locked?
locked?
Yes, it is.
Hinge on the outside?
No, that one's on the inside.
Why would the hinge be on the inside with the prisoner?
Well, it would be possible
I
to.
imagine it's because they're chained to the floor, to be honest with you.
It would be possible if they're to heat up a hinge pin and then just hammer it from the bottom so it can't be easily popped out.
There's also bars on the front of it, too. So it's open, so I don't imagine this would be anybody they'd have to worry about.
With what hammer and pin would they knock out a hinge pin from the inside of the cell?
Well, a determined prisoner can use have a
Blood
lot of
makes it.
patience.
Blood makes a wonderful lubricant.
No, it doesn't. You know nothing about blood.
No,
It does not.
it's literally a coagulant.
Anything makes a lovely lubricant in a pinch.
No.
Mm-mm.
You'd be surprised. That's all I'm going to say.
I would be surprised at anybody using
You'd
these
be
things.
wrong. That's what I'm gonna say.
I'd be
Except
surprised.
I'm
Wrong.
not, because I can tell you, get your hands bloody and try to hold on to anything. It tends to be pretty fucking slick. I've been there, I've done that. I can tell you from experience, no, blood makes a pretty fucking good goddamn grease while it's liquid. Yes, while it starts to coagulate, it gets pretty sticky, but while it's liquid, it actually makes a great lubricant.
All right.
Well, that was gruesome.
Yes, it is.
And I think that's
But-
where we're gonna end.
I think that's where we're going to have to end. If only for my own goddamn sanity. What the hell is wrong with you guys? What the fuck?
I've done nothing wrong.
You're welcome, everybody.
I've done nothing wrong, they said. Doing more things wrong.
Yeah.
I'm being accused of things I haven't done. Yet. Alright. So we'll leave it here. I don't know if we'll play next week. It's Christmas this week, and then New Year's next week. You guys want to take a week off? Because I feel like I need it. They got me on a 6-day schedule now at work, and it is kicking my ass on top of all
Yeah, if you need to.
the...
I would be completely willing to accept a week off.
My vacation now.
Now that you're on vacation,
Also-
it's time to not do anything.
The thing I do basically every time something happens is Moonbeam.
Calling down the power of the
Moonbeam
moon.
things 8 or 9 times a day.
Power of the moon. The sun's out. Yes, now it's even more powerful. Is the moon not really just the sun at night?
It is though.
But I can see them both at the same time sometimes.
That just means that you're hitting it from two different directions.
That's how reflections work.
Reflection off what? And they don't look the same either.
It's funny. Alright, I will go ahead.
I'm pretty sure this planet has like 3 moons, doesn't it?
It does have 3 moons. It's the brothers, the siblings. I think if you go into, I think the guidebook for this then, for math, I think I have a thing for it. I think I have the calendar. Yeah, 1 year equals 312 days. 1 year has 10 months with 30 days each. Additional 12 days are a dead month that laps both ends of the years with 6 consecutive days of celebration rituals and ceremonies performed continuously for all 12. 1 day consists of 24 hours. There is the 5 days of the week. There's the 10 months. There is the fantasy calendar, which I think works. Yeah. And then there's the moon cycles for it then too. Adoration, Deadlight of the Winter Solstice, Eldest Passing, Duty Vigil, Vigils every other week. Duty is once a month, denoting the first Monday of the month, as it were. Does Crazy Calendar even work? I wonder. Oh my god, it still does work. It still has the actual full thing from here.
Alright, is the stream over?
It is now.